It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the... High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That one lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Which fighter will say no mas? The straight right just misses. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. Good counter punching. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. Nope, that jab not going to score. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because...
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That jab doesn't find a home. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They exchange punches. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Catch and shoot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Defense is not an option for these two. Back and forth they go. Did you see that? Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fight has a real good flow to it. He scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three... Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. He's willing to go where the other fighter won't. The perfect counter lands. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Are made for one another. He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
To be careful careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. There's a counter shot. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Every time he throws a punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. This is the beginning of round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That uppercut can't get through. Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. There's a scoring blow. Nice defense on that hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Just missed with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem... Here comes round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
No rest for the weary. Misses with the straight left. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your breath.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Punch caught him clean. That uppercut doesn't get through. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and round 8, and we're off again. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice job blocking the hook. Misses with the straight left. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And they are delivering. Perfect punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.